Well, good morning, boys and girls. I say good morning. It's 20 to 12. It's nearly lunchtime. I done a video yesterday. I went to Asda yesterday, Great Yarmouth. I was doing a bit of spinning for the bass. Wasn't a very successful day. I did say on yesterday's video I was going to hit the beach today. I said I was going to get down the beach nice and early, do a good day's beach fishing all day. That was the plan. It was a good plan. Yesterday afternoon, G and Jordan were down the pub in the beer garden, making the most of the nice weather, having a couple of cold beers. I thought, oh, I'll join them, I'll go and have a couple of beers. So we went to the beer garden, had a couple of beers, which led to a couple more, which led to a couple more, which led to a couple more. You get the story. Story being, I literally woke up about an hour ago. But I've had a shower, I've jumped in the shower, I've had a cup of tea, I've had a bit of breakfast, I'm feeling pretty fresh. I haven't got work till tomorrow night, so I'm in no rush today. I can get down the beach today, I can fish all afternoon, I can do early evening, late evening. I mean, if it's going well and I'm catching well, I mean, I haven't even got to leave till it starts getting dark really. So we're just going to play it by ear. I spoke to Si. Si thinks his dad might be down there, so Paul might be down there fishing already. When I get down there, I'll find out when I get there in a minute. I'm going North Beach, Great Yarmouth. I know the last few videos, it hasn't been doing me any favours. The last video I caught a dab. The one before that I totally blanked, but I've got faith in it. I have got faith. So that's where I'm heading to. I'm going to head down there. I'm pretty much ready to leave now. Get on the beach. Hot day, hot. Do you know what? I didn't get my bait out of the freezer last night. I got squid and I think some of those prawns in the freezer. Because I've obviously had a few beers, I thought, oh, I ain't going to go fishing today. I was going to write it off. So I only just got the bait out of the freezer. But the fact is, about 23 degrees out there. I've got a feeling that's going to thaw out pretty quick once I hit that beach. Right, that's it. Bags all packed. I'm literally just going to put my trainers on, run down, jump in the car. Yeah, all ready to go. Right, we'll see you down on the beach. Right, just arrived North Drive, where I'm parking. So I'm fishing the same place where I've been parking the last few times. You got waterways that side, and you got the boating lake that side. On my last few videos, I've said about the free parking, and I've stated that from here, it's free parking from the seashore all the way down to here, and then you got to pay that side. My mum was watching one of my videos the other day, and she goes, "You do realise where you park?" She goes, "That is still the pay and display." And I was like, "Is it?" And she said, "Yeah." She goes, "Read the signs." Well, I came down the other day and checked, and she is right. The free parking starts where that toilet block is. Further down there's a toilet block, and past that is the free parking. So I've been very, very lucky the whole time parking along here, and obviously not paying and displaying. I'm currently now parked over there. That is Beaconsfield Road, and that is free parking. You've got a sign there saying the zone ends. So that is where the parking zone ends. Other side of that is free. So that is where I'll now park. So I know I'm okay, and I know I'm not going to get a ticket. Right, I'm going to head straight down there. Let's get down there, let's have a look. Let's see if Si's dad's down there. We'll see if Paul's fishing. We're going to get down there, we get set up, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling lucky today. Oh, right, here we are, and as usual, absolutely out of breath. I'll tell you what, that sun is absolutely beating down. I bought a cap with me today. Also bought an umbrella for a bit of shade. It's a bit much bringing the beach shelter with that all the way down. So I bought the green brolly, and I thought if I set that up, if I need to get in a bit of shade, I can kind of sit underneath it. I can keep the bait underneath it. I can keep my bottle of lemonade underneath it. Just keep it out of the sun. Only thing is though, the sun's there, so the body's got to be there, and the wind is blowing that way. So if we do get a bit of a gust, it will take the brolly. So I'm thinking set the brolly up, and then put the trolley behind the brolly. If I put the trolley at the back, that should help it any wind. Low water at the moment. I'm going to double check in a minute, but I'm pretty sure it's low tide. It shouldn't come up any higher than here. I think high tide is about 5-6 o'clock tonight, something like that. So I'm literally going to set up on the top of the shingle. Right, get my breath back a little bit. Gonna colour with that water. That is blue, 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 blue. Little bit of weed on the surface there. It's not like loads of weed. I can literally just see one bit of weed. Oh my god, do you know how tempting that looks? To just just get down in my boxer shorts and get in there and have a swim. Oh, that looks so refreshing. Right, let's get this set up. Let's get some bait on the hooks, and let's get some bait in the water. Let's go for it. Right, here we go. We're all set up, ready to go. I've just checked the tide times. High tide from Britannia Pier, which is literally there, was 11:23. It is now 12:23. So low water, I said high tide, sorry, low tide was literally an hour ago. So that is on the way in now. Right, over here, we have got 2 hook flapper on this side, 2 hook flapper on this side. I made these traces up yesterday, so we've got nice sharp hooks on there. What's that snood? That's probably about a 40 centimetre snood on there. Maybe about 20 odd centimetres on there. They're just random lengths. I think that's about 20 and that's about 20. Right, I've got some fresh blacks on the bottom of each of them, and we've got some fresh lugworm on the top of each of them. I'll go through my bait in a minute. I'll show you what I'm using today, what I have got. Right, let's get this in the water. Come on, let's get it out there. Right, we are out. Right, we are out there, we are fishing. I'm not getting any great distance on them. One, they're 2 hook flapper rigs. They're not clipped down, so you're never going to get any real distance unless they're really clipped down. And the wind is a northeasterly, so it's slightly coming in. As I cast it out, I could see the line already arcing round as the wind was trying to bring the line across. That's it, we're out there. Right, today is going to be called, I'm calling this one the redemption session, because this is going to redeem myself for the last 2-3 visits I've had down this beach, which have been absolutely dire. So today is going to be redemption. I'm going to redeem myself. I'm going to put my cap on it. I tried my idea. I set the brolly up and I turned the trolley round and I put the brolly against the trolley, but you know what? The brolly is so big, it's got such a big, yeah, and that wind is just taking it and taking it. I tried propping stones around it. I tried putting it up against the trolley. It bloody pushed the trolley over. Oh. So that ain't happening. The umbrella idea is not happening. So that's something less I could have saved myself from carrying down there. So I will in a minute. I will put my cap on in a minute, because you've got that breeze, you don't realise how hot that sun is. I think it's literally 23 degrees today. And there's no cloud in the sky. The sun is up there, absolutely blazing down. So I will put my cap on. I've bought a bit of sun lotion with me as well. I've got a bottle of drink here. I'm trying to keep that side in the shade. Right, I'm gonna have a quick swig of my drink. I'll come back in a second and I'll show you my bait I'm using today. Right, that is it. Cap is on. I can feel my forehead getting hot already. Also, doesn't help, like I was saying earlier, that I went out and had a few beers last night. But you know what? We're here, we're fishing, it's all good. Right, bait. So, I went Galston Tackle Centre yesterday. I got myself some fresh blacks, which are in here. So that's what I've put on one of those hooks. I had a bit like that. I cut it in half and put a bit on each of those hooks. And this one here, again from Galston Tackle Centre, some fresh lug. Look at that, lovely bit of fresh lug. Look at that, look. Oh, lovely bit of fresh lug. That's the one thing I've been lacking the last couple of times I come down here. I've just been using fish baits. I was only using the squid and prawns, etc. Just do that so I can fold that over. So at least I've got some worms today. Right, these bags here have come out of my freezer and I don't know what is in them. I think I've got squid in one. Actually, I can read through that a little bit. What's that say there? Right, washed squid. So there's squid in one. I think there's some prawns in the other one. And there's something else in there. I can't even see through the bag to see what's in there. I mean, that's a chunk of ice, I think, in there. So yeah, I'm not even too sure what's in those bags. They're obviously stuff I've previously used, and when I've had a bit left, I've put them in those bags and I've just thrown them in the freezer. Like I say, I didn't get them out of the freezer last night, so they haven't defrosted, but they ain't going to take long to defrost in this heat. So once they thaw out a little bit, I will start using a bit of worm, bit of squid, bit of prawn, mixing it up a little bit, see what we can get to attract some of the fish out. Sea's looking really nice. There's a couple of sunbathing. We've got some people sunbathing there, some people sunbathing there. There's a few people right up there. We've got some dog walkers down there. It's a nice day. There's a few people about. Like I say, I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but the sea is blue, a really nice blue, which I've said before makes a change for Great Yarmouth. It's normally very grey and murky here, but a nice blue sea. Sun's out. Let's hope we can get some fish out. Right, still the first cast. I'm keeping an eye on them. Tips are moving a little bit in that wind. Do you know what? We have now had a north-easterly wind in Great Yarmouth. We've got to be going into the 3rd week now. Literally got to be 3 weeks of a north-easterly wind. A couple of weeks ago when I was down there fishing, it was like 16 to 20 mile an hour. Do you know what? Yesterday, I think it's the only day where the wind totally dropped. And what did I do yesterday? I go inland a little bit to Asda and start spinning for a few bass. Come back to the beach today, and yeah, the wind has picked straight back up again, northeasterly. Yesterday, I think would have been an ideal day to come down on this beach, because like I said, there was 0 wind yesterday, and now the wind's picking up. Then I could have gone inland a little bit by Asda for the bass, but I got that side the wrong way around, didn't I? I've never known like a place, like I say, I've lived there 11 years now, 12 years, and I've never known anywhere in my life where you get so much wind. Oh, like we used to practically, we used to go to Dorset all the time. We used to practically live in Dorset. We were down there so much, and do you know what? It hardly got any wind down there. Lovely, beautiful, sunny days. Yarmouth, I don't know. What's America? Is that Chicago? They call the Windy City. I think they should rename Yarmouth the Windy City, because every single day that I've lived there for like 12 years, it's been windy. Oh, right, let's keep an eye on these rods. Hopefully pick out a bite knock over a wind knock. And I need to redeem myself today. This has to be done today. If I don't redeem myself today, I'm taking up a new hobby. Fact. I'm going to take up knitting or something. So the rods have been out there for about 20 minutes or so, I reeled them in just to check the bait situation. Bait's pretty untouched really, just a little bit washed out where it's been obviously in the sea there. I put fresh bait on. I've got plenty of bait today, so I just took it all off. I put fresh on. I put a bit of that longestine prawn. I cut a tail end off and I've put that on one of them. That's all I'm going to do today, just keep chopping and changing. Just trying. I've got longestine prawns, like I say, I've got the squid, I've got the fresh ragworm, I've got the blacks. So that's all it's going to be today, just keep chopping, changing, and see what starts catching the fish, and whatever's doing well, then yeah, try and stick to that and see what we can do. Do you know what, I'm saying like it's 23 degrees today, but that wind, when you're just standing still, it actually feels a bit chilly, do you know that? I think if you're having a walk around and you're doing stuff and you're active, but when you're standing here, just in direct hit of that wind, yeah, it feels a bit chilly. Right, come on fish, come on. Right, I've had a couple of casts now, no bites, no nibbles, no nothing. But like I say, I'm going to keep putting the fresh bait on. I've got plenty of bait today. So on this one here, look, we've got a nice bit of squid on there. That's going to be in the water. Look at that, that's going to attract something surely. Bit of that longestine prawn on the bottom there. Nice bit of prawn. We've got a bit of fresh black on that one. And we've got a nice fresh worm down the bottom on there, look. Lovely. Right, let's get these in the water. Come on. Come on, I can't have another blank. Come on. Well, we've saved the blank. I know I said I wanted a smooth hound, but I was kind of thinking maybe a little bit bigger than that. Absolutely tiny, look at him. Perfect specimen though, perfect. He's taken squid. Right, let's get him off and we're getting back alive. Absolutely stunning looking fish. Right, let's get him off, we're getting back in. Hey, we saved the blank. Right, it's 10 to 2. So that took an hour and 20 minutes to save the blank before I got the first fish. That one that left just moved, but I think it just lost the bottom. I didn't even know he was on there. It was pulling to the right, the line was pulling. I thought there was weed on there. I thought a bit of seaweed or something had got on there, and it was just dragging it and dragging it and dragging it, because it wasn't actually knocking at the top, it was just dragging. So I thought there was a little bit of seaweed on there, so I thought, oh, do you know what, I'm going to reel it in, check the bait, make sure the bait ain't covered in seaweed. As soon as I started reeling, I thought, yeah, there's seaweed on there. I could feel it was a bit heavier than the weight, but I thought just seaweed. And then it went until it got right up there on the shore bit. I noticed, tiny little smooth hound, little baby one. But he saved the blank, and he. So if he's took the squid, so if they're going for squid at the moment, I've put 2 bits of squid on the right hand side on the 2-hook flapper, and on the left I've put a bit of the fresh lug and a bit of the fresh black eye on there. So I still stuck with well with the left, but I've got 2 bits of fresh squid on the right. So let's see if we can get something else out. If the squid is what's going, if they're taking the squid, then yeah, we'll start loading up with squid. But yeah, like I said, I didn't even know it was on there. I thought it was seaweed. No bite indication whatsoever. It was just sort of taking the line a little bit round. It wasn't even knocking. Tiny little thing, perfect specimen. But he's gone back alive. Let's just hope we can get something a bit bigger out. Oh, bass, 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 bass. Look at that. And he's only just caught the side of his mouth there, look. Spin around a little bit, mate. Oh, look at him, look. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful fish. Only just caught. Right, I'm going to get him off. We're getting back in. He's took the fresh lug he's took. Oh, beautiful fish, beautiful. Right, he's gone back to fight another day. He was only a little schoolie bass, but oh, they're just such beautiful fish, aren't they? Perfect, like they're just perfect specimen of like fish, aren't they? The shininess and all that to them, absolutely. And do you know what? I thought the rod on the left lost bottom. It was down like that, and all of a sudden it pinged up. And I was waiting for it to find the bottom again. I thought, oh, it's lost the weight, it's lost the bottom, the way it pinged up. Then as I was waiting for it to find the bottom, it just started knocking. And as it's knocking, I was thinking, oh, there's definitely this ain't on there. That's not just the weight bobbing around, there's ain't on there. Like that, it's just done it again, it's pinged up again. But anyway, so I've put fresh lugworm out on the left hand side again, hopefully attracts another bass. And I've got squid out on the right hand side, hopefully to attract a smooth hound, because that smooth hound took the squid last time. Obviously want to get something a little bit bigger than that last one though, he was only a little one. Oh, but that bass, man, that's put the biggest smile on my face ever. If you've seen my last few videos and how bad I've had it fishing down there the last few days, or the last few weeks, oh, that's put the biggest smile on my face ever. Lovely, beautiful fish, beautiful fish. Let's hope we get some more out. Right, well, something's kind of out there. The camera's not going to pick it up because I haven't got a zoom on it or anything. But literally, I don't know, 200-300 yards out, 300 yards, I say. Seagulls, all coming down in the sea, diving in, going off, diving in, going off. Oh, what was that there? Something just caught the corner of my eye. I just see the whole rod rest bloody shake out the corner of my eye then. Yeah, they're diving in and they're grabbing something off the surface. So that's got to be something little, like, I don't know, little sprouts, little herrings, something like that. So something's obviously chasing them in. Something's chasing them in. I'm trying to see what rod that was. It just went literally at the corner of my eye. I just see the whole rod rest bloody shake. But they're both like that and not moving. Oh yeah, something's definitely chasing some of them like little sprats in. Yeah, that one there, he's just pinged back up again. That's what he done last time. I thought he lost the bottom. It done that and I thought, oh, that's lost the bottom. I was waiting for it to settle and then it started like, it started banging. Right, time to concentrate, time to keep an eye on these rods. I don't want to miss a decent bite, I don't want to miss a decent fish. I've got a feeling things are about to take off, I really have, I've really got a feeling. Tide's coming in quite a bit. Tide's up, nearly up on these stones here now. I didn't think it was going to get as high as this, but I might have to move the gear back a little bit in a minute. Left hand side, what is that doing? Is that trying to find the bottom or is there something having a little... See, if someone's got hold of it and it's swimming in, obviously it slack lines. Well, I'm just going to reel that in. I'm going to reel that left one in and just see what's going on. Something's having a little play around with that, I think. Let's have a little look. wind's still on there, so it's going straight back out. Yeah, I think because the tide's coming in, it's pulling to the right. I think where it's pulling in, just ping the weight off the bottom of the seabed. Right, let's get it back out. Yeah, now the tide's coming in, it's pulling to the right. And I think where it's putting it, look, it's done it again, it's just popped the bottom again. What have I got on there? I think I've got a 4 ounce weight on there. I might change it up, I might put a 5 ounce weight, because that is losing. The right hand side's fine, that's not shifting at all, but left hand side, that keeps losing the bottom. I might take that weight off, I might put a 5 ounce weight on there. But that's going to keep pinging around like that. Because the tide's coming in, it's just going to roll and roll and roll and roll and end up bloody about 10 yards off the shore. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it a couple of minutes, but yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna move this stuff back a little bit as well. This is starting to come in a bit. Move the stuff back. I'm gonna put a 5 ounce weight on there and see if that holds bottom a little bit better. Right, that's better. I've reeled both them in. I've put a fresh bait on both of them. I've took them weights off. I think they were 4 ounces. I've put a 5 ounce weight on. They're holding now. I've thrown that one there out to the left. That's staying exactly where I've put it. And that one there, I threw a little bit more out to the right, and that's staying exactly where I put it. Nothing's losing the bottom, nothing's pinging up, nothing's bouncing. They're holding. They're better grippers. I've got the they're the ones I normally use for the pulley pennels. They got the lifters on them, and them grippers on there are really tight, good grippers. So yeah, they're getting a good grip in that sand. Those birds, those seagulls, are still diving down. If anything, they're getting nearer. Like I say, they were about 300 yards out. Now they're about 200 yards out, and they're still diving in the water out there. So something is about out there, which means something bigger is chasing them in. Fingers crossed that whatever is bigger than chasing them in comes in and gets my squid or my fresh worm. Fingers crossed. I've got a feeling the day's not over yet. I've got a feeling we're definitely going to get some more fish out. Definitely. What's the time now? I don't know, what are we looking at? 2:30. 12:30. So I've only been here 2 hours, and like I say, it took an hour and 20 minutes to get that first little fish out, and then it's about a half hour after that I got that bass out. So yeah, it's not been too bad, do you know what I mean? High tide's 5 o'clock. Like I say, tide's really racing up. I've moved a bit of my stuff back a little bit now, but the tide is racing up. But just want some more fish out now. Just want some more fish. Right, there we go. Just as I was saying, I knew something big was going to come out. A nice size smooth hound. He come off the hook as I pulled him up the beach. Literally, a young lady just here talking to me, asking if I've seen any seals. All of a sudden the rod went, and I said to her, you're going to see a decent fish in a minute. Right, look at him, absolutely beautiful specimen. Right, we're going to get him back in. We're getting back in alive. Absolutely buzzing. Look at the smile on that face. Absolutely buzzing, absolutely buzzing. I was literally just saying, I've got a feeling the day's not over, something decent's going to come out. And I just had some woman come up. She's walking up the beach and she's collecting all the rubbish. She's picking up all the bottles and all the cans that all these people leave behind on the beach. And she comes up to me and she goes, have you seen any seals? She goes, any seals today? I said, no. I said, thankfully not, because the seals scare the fish away. I said, thankfully not. She's going, look how much rubbish I found that everyone's been leaving. Then all of a sudden, as I was talking to her, mate, the rod went, struck. And I was like, I went, hang on love. I said, you're about to see a decent sized fish come out here. She got her tablet out, she started filming it on her tablet. I reeled it in. Again, a lot of people that don't really know, if you don't really know about smooth hounds and all the rest of it, do you know what I mean? I reeled it in, and she's going, oh my God, you've caught a shark, you've caught a shark, you've caught a shark. And I was like, well, they are related to the shark families, but it's not exactly a great white or a tiger shark, or do you know what I mean? But absolutely beautiful fish. And she goes, oh, can I touch it? And I was putting it back in the water. She touched, first time I think she's ever seen one before. She was fascinated by it. And I said to her, when I put it back in the water, I said, watch it swim off, and you'll see its dorsal thing going through. And she was filming it on her tablet. She was fascinated by it. Oh, mate, I'm absolutely buzzing. Oh, buzzing, mate. I knew today was going to be a good day. I knew it. And do you know what that he took? Fresh lugworm on a little size, what? Size 1, I think I got, size like hook on a 2 hook flapper rig. And I've said it before, the amount of times I do pulley pennel rigs, 2 hooks, whole baits, and do you know what? I've just had him out on a bit of worm about that big, literally about that big. I had him out. Absolutely buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Right, the day is still not over. Let's see what else we can get out. Come on! Well, normally when I'm blanking and I'm not doing too well, I like to see a dab. A dab sometimes saves the blank, but he can go back today. Look at him. You're nothing, mate, compared to what I just had. What's he took? He's took squid. Right, we get him off, we're getting back in. Yeah, you're nothing, mate, you're nothing. Go on, go back in the sea. Oh, right, there we go. It's gone quiet for a couple of minutes, which is good, get my breath back. I was lucky to get the smooth hound out. As he come up the beach, he unhooked himself as I got him up near the tripod, and the hook itself, where the hooks are normally like that, the hook was like that. It literally opened the hook, so I took that snood off, put a new snood on there, put a brand new hook on there, because he bent the hook right back. I was just thinking, I had the video, when he was on the beach I was filming him on this camera for the YouTube, but I don't think I actually got a video on this camera of me holding him up. I got a quick photo on my phone to put onto my Facebook page. Very quick photo, like I say, then I put him back in, and yeah, that woman was fascinated with him swimming off. But I don't think I actually got a video of me holding him up. He was massive, man. He was like 4.5 foot, nearly 5 foot long. I don't know if it done it justice filming him down there on the beach. I can't remember. I'm really hoping on this camera I actually held him up to the camera, but I don't think I did. I think I only filmed him on the beach, and you can't really get an idea of the size when he's just on the shingle, on the stones. But I think I'm going to say I think that might be a PB smooth hound for me. Yeah, when I do the outro at the end of the video, I'll remind everyone as well. Like I say, I've got a Facebook page. It's Great Yarmouth and Galston Sea Fishing, and the photos of the fish I've caught are going on that page later tonight as well. So you'll see them a bit more better on the photo. Right, fresh bait is out there. Let's hopefully get some more out. Right, it's just coming up to 4 o'clock. It has gone really quiet, really quiet. I've had no bites, no nibbles, no knocks, no nothing. I've just put fresh lugworm on both of them now. Fresh lugworm on the left and on the right. I won't be fishing again now until next week, and you can't like freeze the fresh or put it in the fridge, it go all mushy, so I thought I might as well get that used up. Any squid I got left, that can go back in the freezer. So like I say, if I don't get nothing in the next half hour or so, I might pack down, take a walk back. That'll be what, 4:30. Keep trying to work out what time I get here, 12:30. So 4 hours fishing, they're not bad in 4 hours, do you know what I mean? It's gone quick, it's absolutely flown by. But yeah, I'm gonna give it another half hour. If I don't get any knocks or anything, no bites or nothing, then yeah, I'll probably start to pack down. But yeah, I might as well get that worm, I might as well get it used up. I can't do nothing with it after today, so. Oh, come on, fishy, just give me one more before I go home. One more nice big smooth hound would be lovely, or a nice big bass. Come on, one more before I go. I think we're on, I don't think it's nothing too big. Definitely on. Another little one. But he's a bit bigger than the first one we got out this morning. He's a little bit bigger than that first one we got out. But he's nothing compared obviously to the last one. He's not bad though. Beautiful fish, aren't they? Beautiful. Right, let's get him off and we'll get him back in. Absolutely beautiful. Right, I'm getting towards the end now. I've packed one rod down. One rod's all down there, packed down. I've folded the umbrella back up as well. All the fresh worm's gone. I've thrown that one out there. I've got a little bit of squid on there and a little bit of that longestine on there, just see what if we can produce anything. That'll probably be my last cast on that rod on the left. I think it's kind of about 20 past 4, half 4, something like that. It's been a good session, man. I've enjoyed it. It's been a really good session. And like I say, still ain't over yet. I've only just thrown that one out, so I'm gonna give it a little while, see if we can get anything on our last cast of the day. Right, that is it. I'm back in the car. It's just coming up to 20 to 5. Done in. I'll say it's tiring enough in the morning walking across that beach with the trolley and all the rods, but after you've done like 4 or 5 hours fishing and walking back, right, done. So that's it. Home, nice shower, upload this video, Awesome day, awesome day. That smooth hound, absolutely awesome, awesome. Oh, it's must have been a £10 fish. Must have been 8 to 10 pounds. Must have been absolutely awesome. So for those that have recently subscribed to my YouTube channel, and you're thinking on the last 2-3 videos, this guy's absolutely useless. Why have I subscribed to him? He doesn't catch anything. It just goes to show that you got the highs, you got the lows, and when you get the lows, you get the lows. But when you get the highs, you get the highs. That's North Beach Great Yarmouth. Like I say, on its day, it produces well. If I'd have been with G and Jordan and that today as well, we definitely would have seen a few more fish come out. If there had been another 4 rods or whatever in the water as well, we definitely would have seen a few more fish coming out. But yeah, awesome day, awesome day. That bass, lovely little bass as well. I love catching the bass. I do love catching the bass, so awesome. Yeah, so the photos I took, I'm going to put on my Facebook page, as I mentioned earlier. It is called Great Yarmouth and Galston Sea Fishing. That is the Facebook page. So the photos will be going on there. Obviously, this video you just watched. Thank you very much for watching. If you're the first time watching my videos, hit that subscribe button. You'll get to see all the future videos that are coming up. Hopefully next week. I think now I'm back at work. What's today? I don't know. Tuesday. I'm back at work Wednesday. I've got work Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night and Sunday night. I've got 5 night shifts in a row now. So yeah, that'll be next week for me, fishing now. Not sure if I'm coming back here, or I might, do you know what, I ain't been up Corton for a while. Like I say, we do like fishing Corton, and I've not been there for a while. So Corton might be on the cards. I'll see what the boys are saying. They're all going away. They're going freshwater fishing tomorrow. I think they're going away a couple of days. I think Si's only going for a day, but I don't know. I know some of them will be staying there for like 2-3 days. I think they're going Beckles, I think. So yeah, they're gonna have an awesome time anyway. They like their freshwater fishing. So, but they'll be back obviously by the weekend. So yeah, hopefully next week get the boys together. We'll all get down the beach and we can all get some decent fishing done. So right, massive thanks for watching the video, guys, and I will see you on the next one.